Welcome back. Now, the members and supporters of the LGBTQIA plus community are expected to celebrate their 14 years of the Durban Pride Parade. The parade sees scores of people standing in colourful solidarity, calling for inclusion and taking a firm stand against homophobia. The march also serves as a crucial space for gay rights advocacy and an opportunity to raise awareness around health issues, including HIV, tuberculosis, as well as diabetes. Mthembu is in Durban ahead of the parade this morning and joins us now. Phila, when do things kick off?
So we had been told, Arabile, that it's going to kick off at around 1 p.m. this afternoon. But as you can see, quite different scenes from the ones that you had seen earlier on. We are observing a number of attendees flocking in. There's been an increase in those particular numbers, and also something to actually take note of, people who are in support of the LGBTQIA plus community, as well as people just behind the community at large, already here demonstrating, their support and embracing that rainbow flag that represents the community. But also something important to touch on is that the MEC for the KZN Health Department has also joined in and to demonstrate the support for the community. Let us bring her into the conversation now. Nomakuku Smelane, thank you so much for your time, MEC. And firstly, I understand this is not your first time being a part of the Pride, and I'm wondering, why do you keep on coming back and have your department to be a part of it?
Thank you very much, and thank you for having us. The first point that we need to deal with is that the Department of Health is responsible for the health of the community, and the LGBTQI community is a big factor or a big size in that community. As a health department, we are also very much aware that there are sectors where we must be able to cater to different sectors, and being part of the Pride is actually doing exactly that. You can't cater for a sector when you are not, you don't understand how it works, how it operates, how its own heart beats. And being part of the Pride for me is a way of ensuring that us in the Department of Health get to understand exactly how the sector works, and therefore are able to correct areas where we need to correct. As we were working about just now, we thought that we had done enough on a number of things, including the protection pack that we now provide, because we started providing that pack after 2020 when I started being part of the Pride, because the team told me that you are not doing enough. You only provide us with male condoms, but we need femidoms, we need dental dams, we need finger cords, we need lubricants and things that government was not providing at the time. And we've now decided and reworked our protection pack, and it includes all of that. But having spoken to the team today, I am realizing that actually we are short of something. So, every time you become part of the team, you learn a new thing.
You most definitely learn a new thing, MEC, and you've touched on a very important point in terms of, the support that you provide for the community. But there has been advocacy groups for the LGBTQIA plus community in the past who had reported instances where at times they would say they do not feel welcome or they are discriminated against at health facilities. Your intervention with regards to that and your observations?
That's actually true. We have had groups that have approached us to say, look, in as much as you think you are doing well, but we don't believe you are doing well in this area and that area. And majority of the areas that they are highlighting are issues or are areas that have to do with attitude. And dealing with attitude is not an overnight thing. It's not something you can just snap your fingers and it happens. But as a Department of Health, we've started a campaign or a program where we sensitize our health workers and conscientize our health workers to say, when someone comes in, you can't just assume that the person is male or female just by looking at them. You actually have to listen to the patient, or you have to listen to the client. I've just been told now Usbo was just telling me now, Benosaz, that one of the challenges that they face when they go to our facilities is that transgendered women would have changed their names, and but when they get to our facilities, some of our health workers refuses to recognize those names because they are looking at what the ID is saying. We are saying if you've not been able to change your IDs yet, we all know anywhere you go, you are also asked what is your preferred name, or how do you prefer to be called. That's one of the things that they are requesting us to actually consider and look at. So we will have to go back and rework on a few other areas where we've not been able to do what we are supposed to do.
And also to outline your stern approach when it comes to medical staff that continue with discriminating members of the community. What can you say, MEC?
We continue to make a call to our health workers to say, please treat our patients, firstly, the way you would want to be treated, but the way you would want your brother, your mother, your father, your grandmother for that matter, to be treated. But also consider yourself, if you were to be a member of the LGBTQI plus community, how would you want to be treated, or how would you want your child to be treated? So, you know, when we make that call of being considerate to our clients, it's some of the things that we raise to our health workers. But over and above that, our health workers took an oath to protect, to make sure that they look after every patient in a respectable manner and in a manner that, you know, makes that person feel welcome. And that's one of the things that we want to emphasize. We do believe that it's not a lot of health workers that are not sensitive, but those that are not sensitive are bringing a very big bad name to the sector.
Thank you so much for your time, MEC. That was KZN Health MEC Nomagugu Smelane, essentially giving us a brief overview with regards to the role that they have decided to play when it comes to such events, you know, especially dealing with something so sensitive, which is the LGBTQIA plus community. There have also been, you know, instances, cases which had been reported of medical staff from various medical facilities mistreating the members of the LGBTQIA community, but the MEC saying that you know, they have done quite a number of interventions and that they are trying to educate the staff as well, but also sending a stern warning to members that could, you know, continue with the discrimination. As you can see now behind me, we were still preparing for that parade, which is highly anticipated. Arabile, it's back to you.
Yeah, Phila, with that walk though, one wonders, are you going to be part of it? Are you planning to walk with them the whole way? And where exactly does it lead on to?
Absolutely. So from here, we are going to go into the Durban CBD. So it's going to be through Smith Street, and it's going to be up through Field Street. There's going to be also police present there to lead this particular parade and ensure safety and also order on the roads. And Arabile, of course, I'm going to be a part of it. It's just that I do not have any T-shirts, perhaps with a rainbow flag on, but nonetheless, it still wouldn't deter me from looking forward to this particular march.
Phila, just use the S&T. I'm sure they're selling something in those stalls somewhere down and over there. Just look behind you. There must be a stall with it. Use the S&T. Ask the company. We'll try and get the bosses to agree to this one. Just get something. We can be part of it, surely.
Right. Absolutely. Actually, Arabile, you have just given me an idea. So as you can see, there are some vendors here. I see jackets, I see shorts, I see also, you know, some crop tops as well. I don't know if I could get myself something like that. There's also a tie there, which is of the rainbow flag. So I'm going to actually step closer and speak to them, see if they can get me something, because I think it's going to be important for me not just to tell the story, but to be a part of it. It's such a celebratory mood. It's something light, heartwarming, joyful, and with so much pride.
Yeah. Listen, I definitely won't work in a crop top. I think you could definitely pull it off. So I'm going to give you the task of that. And like I said, we're going to just try and get the bosses to approve this SNT because it's for a very important cause here and very significant. Phila, appreciate it. Thank you so much for giving us that one then. Of course, we'll continue to check in on that throughout the afternoon then. That LGBTQIA plus Pride Parade happening then in KwaZulu-Natal then as well. That anticipated to kick off at 1 p.m. But of course, a whole lot of festivities happening just before that.